Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10, the regular season finale, as the Comets of Crestwood have traveled from Mountaintop to take on the hometown Cougars of Hazleton area. You are looking live at Harmon Guy Stadium, home of the Hazleton area Cougars. We thank you for joining us for this regular season finale of high school football here on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach Joe DeMelfi. Jim Burns on the stats, and here come the Cougars. Joe, we have a matchup. We've seen Crestwood a couple of times, played very well against Berwick. We're without Lance Blass in that game. First game that they missed with him when he was injured. They were defeated 15-7, but their defense played very well that night. And then defeated Hanover area, and Hanover area has really spiraled in the midst of a 4-game losing streak, and one of those losses were to this Crestwood team. Hazleton area winners of 2 in a row, looking to make it 3 in a row right before they go to playoffs and get the momentum going there. And before I get any thoughts from the mastermind of football, Mr. Joe DeMelfi, we will first pause for our national anthem. The Hazleton area marching band with our national anthem before tonight's game, as it's senior night here at Harmon Guy Stadium. Senior members of the band and football team were honored before tonight's game. And Joe, I swear I will let you comment at some point, but first we'll head down to the field with referee Greg Harkins, both teams captains with tonight's coin toss.
I'm still trying to get over a mastermind.
Your officials for this evening: referee is Mr. Gregory Harkins, the umpire Mr. Frank Galicki, linesman Robert Polanco, line judge Mr. Fred Duke, side judge Mr. Wade.
As you saw from Greg Harkins, Crestwood won the toss. They've elected to defer. Hazleton area will get the ball to start, but a very interesting matchup. Let's get to the officials first, Joe. I swear I will get to you, Coach. I swear.
No hurry.
Greg Harkins, our referee. Frank Galicki is the umpire. Linesman is Robert Bohanko. Fred Dude is the line judge. Wayne Weslowski, the side judge. And the field judge is Stan Zaneski. Coach, go ahead. Very interesting matchup between the Comets and Cougars.
Simply two things Hazleton has to do. Number one, stop the run. We've seen Crestwood they are very capable of rushing the football. You have to stop the run. Number two, when you have the football, you have to take care of it. And if you're on a drive, you have to come away with points. Crestwood, we haven't seen him throw the ball a lot. The last time we saw them, and as you mentioned, put a stop to Hanover area, they just played sound football, rushed it well, played pretty good defense. I see a game that could go either way, but if Hazleton area cannot stop the rush, could be a long night for their defense.
Definitely number 1 for Crestwood, Lance Blast. Number 32, Adrian Otero for Hazleton area will be key figures. The difference tonight may be Sparky Wolk, the quarterback for Hazleton area.
Sparky Wolk, and I'll tell you somebody else on the offensive side of the ball for the Cougars, David Smith, has come into his own the last couple of weeks, so we have to look for him.
Number 7, Kyle Richards getting ready to kick it away for the Comets. The Lehigh Valley Health Network is pleased to be the official sponsor of WILN's Game of the Week. Best of luck to tonight's teams from the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Back deep for the Cougars. Number 6, David Smith. Number 1, Joe LaRocque.
As you remember from our Hanover broadcast, Crestwood uses the bunch. They can break the huddle or come out of there quickly and go onside. This time they break the huddle.
Kickoff for the Cougars.
Crestwood in the white going from right to left. Week number 10 underway on a short squibbing kick taken by one of the Cougar up men, and he'll fall on it on his own 36-yard line. That was Vinny Damiano, the sophomore.
Not one of the return man, one of the blockers. Many times best thing for him to do.
Cougar offensive line had a big week last week. Marola, Wilkinson, Fuchik, Kostiel, Brunza, Strassner the tight end, Sparky Wolk playing with confidence as each week goes by. Kinney and Otero. Otero coming off a 5-touchdown week last week. Smith and LaRocque the receivers.
One of the things that Coach Brennan has done well, he's put Wolk in a situation where he can be successful.
The give is to Otero, straight up the middle, and Otero gets about 9 yards on first down.
Just finds his way, Marty. Finds a little bit of a gap up the field. At the line of scrimmage, it looked like he put his hand on somebody's back and just slid to the left and then up the field for a good gain.
We mentioned Otero, 5 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 2 receiving, and he returned a fumble defensively for a touchdown, 4 of them coming in the second quarter. 2nd and 1 for the Cougars. It's Otero again, trying to find running room. Blast meets him. That's going to depend on the spot, and Otero is still on his feet. He lunges forward, and he'll get himself a Harry's You Pull It. First down on second effort. Very nice effort by Adrian Otero. We'll get a look at that Comet defense. Black, Simcoe, O'Rourke up front. Colo, Moody, Barney, Grigas the linebackers. Grigas had a great game against Hanover area. Rosina, Klusowitz the corners. Cruiser and McAfee the safeties.
Otero's running style, once he's hit, he keeps his legs moving as long as he protects the ball.
Wolk may have had trouble with the snap. Instead of trying to force something, he kept it. Looks like they held him to no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Cougars.
Backside defensive end coming hard, was able to come in on the tackle for Crestwood as Wolk awaits the play. Otero into the ball game.
Over a minute and a half gone in the opening quarter on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. First drive of the game belongs to Hazleton area. They have a 2nd and 10 from their own 49. This is LaRocque in motion going to the top of your screen. Wolk, quick drop, pass to Smith, complete. He eludes one tackler. He's got a first down and more, and Smith is brought down inside the 35 by Pat Colo, but not before another Harry's You Pull It. Cougar first down.
I'll tell you what, Marty, we talked about Smith. Here you see him go one-on-one. Wolk with the short drop makes the throw. Smith makes the defensive back miss, and that's what you're looking for in that kind of play. Throw it out there, you're in space, make the defender miss.
Ball marked at the Comet 34, 1st and 10. Wolk out of the gun for the first time tonight. He's got Otero to his right. He'll give Otero the football straight up the middle. And Otero will get inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 6.
Offensive line we talked about last week when the Cougars came away with that win. And here again, doing a nice job opening up that crease.
Again, he'll go out of the gun, but the difference this time, Otero will be to his left. He's looking for Smith. Complete. Smith eludes one tackler, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 21, but that'll be good enough for another. Harries, you pull it. Cougar first down.
That time, Kluzewicz does a nice job staying with Smith, making the tackle. Kluzewicz is going to have to either tighten up coverage on that, maybe get the safety over the top to help him out. But occasionally he may have to take a gamble and go after that ball.
This is Horton. And Crestwood dissected it nicely, brings him down for no gain. Making the tackle for the Comets was Nick Groshek,
along with Jake Barney, the linebacker, who was also there. So, no gain on first down, forces a second. Remember what we talked about pregame, Marty. If you're going to drive, you need to come away with some points. Let's see if the Cougars can do that.
Smith and Otero will go out wide to the top of your screen. Horton in the backfield with Wolk. Wolk looking left. Throws to Smith. He reaches up and catches it. It'll depend on the spot if he's got a first down.
David Smith. Here you see Wolk. Good protection by the offensive line. Smith does the stop ball. Curls inside. Wolk makes a nice throw. The defender really didn't have a chance to get a hand on it.
3rd and 1, but the Cougars are in the Grand Central red zone. Otero the carry. Got hit in the middle. Depend on forward progress.
Great job by the
Kyle Frisbee with the tackle.
Frisbee was stepped right up. No place to go for Otero.
They're going to bring the chains out. Best wishes for a healthy winning season from everyone at Blue Ridge Polaris to all teams. For all your Polaris off-road needs, contact Blue Ridge Polaris at 570-868-3402 or stop by our showroom and service department in Dorrance.
Didn't look like Otero had any movement up the field. Maybe when he went down. Let's see what they have decided on.
They're going to say the nose of the football got just enough. Harries, you pull it. Cougar first down. 1st and 10 from the 11. Stop by Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service, 697 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop, or visit our website for inventory of quality used cars and tire and service specials. We service what we sell at Steinbrenner Auto Sales. Cougars can get a first down without scoring. 1st and 10 from the 11. Well, quick drop. Looking for Smith in the corner. It is incomplete. He didn't hold it as they had him there.
Smith had some room on the route. Turned it toward the pylon. There you see it. The ball just maybe a little underthrown. And the defensive back, I believe it was Kluzewicz, had a chance to get a hand in there. It was Groshek, Nick Groshek, who got a hand in there.
Horton gets met in the backfield by Frisbee and gets pushed back. Look like they'll give him a loss of 2 on the play. 3rd and 12 coming up.
Little sprint draw type action, but there was too much penetration, Marty, up the field. There you see defensively Crestwood 5-6 yards up the field, and we have
an injury timeout for the Cougars. 7:05 left in the opening quarter, no score. We will keep it here and remind you that high school football on WYLN is brought to you by Harry's Sporting Goods, located at 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Stop by and check out their all-new fall and winter inventory. They also carry a wide selection of brand sneakers. A full-service sports store, open 6 days a week. Their number is 570-752-5212, Harry's Sporting Goods in Berwick. And by Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street. Stop in and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. Horton left, holding his right arm tight to his body, so that could be a big loss in tonight's game for Hazleton area. We'll have to see how this progresses for Horton. We hope he's all right. Otero goes in motion to the bottom of your screen. Thrown to the end zone for LaRock, knocked away by McAfee.
I'll tell you what, Garrett McAfee made a big-time play. Look, Walk made a fairly decent throw inside. McAfee reaches in with the left hand. Cougars faced with a 4th and about 12.
And it looks like, depending on where they'll mark it, Will Barrientos is coming on for a field goal. Looks like Wolk will set it up at the 20. This will be a 30-yard attempt for Barrientos. Wolk gets the hold down. The kick is up, and it is good. 6:49 left in the opening quarter. Cougars lead it 3-0.
Your body was made to move, fluidly and with ease. If the need for joint replacement surgery has stopped you in your tracks, it's time for a plan that can put you back in motion faster. The area's most experienced surgeons, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
It's Oxoburger. The sale's so big they named a month after it. 2016 GMC Sierra 2500. Save up to $8,000 from stock. Save up to $5,000 in this 2016 Buick Encore or lease it for $185 a month. Save over $3,000 on this 2017 GMC Terrain or lease it $199 a month.
It's Oxoburger at Burger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93 Hazel Township.
Burger family dealerships. Drive with experience.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium. Cougars take the opening kickoff and get a field goal. They lead 3-0 on the Burger Family Dealership scoreboard.
Marty, we talked about if Hazleton's going to go on a drive, come away with points. They came away with 3. Barrientos, 30-yard field goal, 12 plays, 50 yards. Took 5:11 off the clock. Walk to Smith, 3 passes for 32 yards.
Barrientos' kick is taken out to the 40-yard line. Brandon Brazina on the return brings it all the way to the 41. Get a look at that Comet offense. Simcoe, O'Rourke, Hannon, O'Boyle, and Frisbee up front. Curry is the tight end. Grigas in at quarterback with Barney and Blass. Last time we saw Blass, he had over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Hawkeyes. Macri and Brazina, the receivers. Even though they listed Grigas in the opening as the quarterback, Kyle Richards is taking the first snap, and Blass gets a gain of about 6 out to the 47. Nice run on first down for the Comet senior.
Crestwood went out of the shotgun look most of the night against Hanover. Here they come out with Richards under center. Blast picks up good yardage on a first down play.
And Richards will go under center again. Play action. Throws to his right, and it is incomplete. He was looking for Brazina. We'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Got to look at that Cougar defense. Solomon, the sophomore, is joined by Jackson and Kinney. Egner not in the lineup tonight, the senior for Hazleton area. LaRock, Otero, Yonner, Tebow, and Horton, the linebackers. But Damon Horton is currently being looked at on the sideline after being injured on offense. Fisher and Hatton, the corners. Sparky Wolk, the safety. And in looking down at the sideline, does not look good for Damon Horton. Looks like they're fitting him for a sling for his right arm. As Blast gets to the right side, dove for the first down. It'll depend where the officials say he went out of bounds.
Looks
right
like,
about the spot, but he may be a little short.
I think he's going to be a little short, Marty. No, they're going ahead and saying first down. Here you see the pitch to Blast. He does a great job of picking his way. Gets some nice blocking on the corner. Finally is able to dive upfield and pick up that first down.
Comets pick up their first Harry's You Pull It first down on the Blast run. Have the 1st and 10 from the Cougar 49. Blast will go in motion out of the backfield. Handoff is to Colo. Colo gets about a yard.
Tried to run a dive play, left side, nothing there. Hazleton defense doing a nice job defensively on first down. Forces a 2nd and 9. Obviously with Richards under center, they feel that they may want to throw the ball a little bit, which is something gives the defense, as Richards comes out on a little bit of a bootleg.
Being pressured, and he's sacked by Carson Kinney all the way back at the Comet 45.
Ran the bootleg to the short side. One of the things this does after the fake, one of the things limits the field. Now you're looking from hash mark over, nothing there. Carson Kinney with a big sack, forces a 3rd down, about 15.
You got to see it there. One of the things about Kinney, not one of the biggest of guys, but he had the speed, and he just ran away from the lineman and was able to close in on Richards and bring him down.
What Kinney can do well is run sideline to sideline, Marty. He does that very well. He can get to the ball.
This will be a toss to Blast. He's looking to pass to Richards. It is caught complete for a first down and more. Hatton brings him down, but not before a Harry's You Pull It. Crestwood first down.
Right here, when he pulls up, you know Richards does a great job running that route. He ran it over the linebacker, under the receiver to that side, took the defensive secondary person out of the play. Just enough for the first down.
Under 5 minutes left in the opening quarter. Crestwood, their first possession, trailing 3-0 on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Here's Blast, trying to get to the outside, trying to get away from Hatton. He does, and he leans forward inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, very close to a first down.
Blast right here. Looks like he turns up the field, gets away from Hatton, turns up again, turns that into a pretty big play.
And Greg Harkins says it is a Harry's You Pull It. Comet first down. Ball marked at the Cougar 28.
Crestwood returning the favor. Hazleton was able to drive the ball. Now the Comets unbalanced, right side power backfield.
Here's Blast, this time to the right side and straight up the middle. Gets away from one tackler, and Yonner brings him down inside the 10 to the 5. Good for another. Harry's You Pull It. Comet first down on the gain of 23.
Now look at this, Marty. Right side. I'll tell you what. Great job blocking.
First goal, Crestwood.
Right on the corner for Crestwood as Blast turns it up.
With a 1st and goal at the 5, the Comets in the Grand Central red zone.
Kyle Frisbee did a great job blocking there on the right side.
Toss the Blast, trying to get to the corner. He dives. Touchdown, Comets! But a flag is on the field, in the middle of the field. Hold on for the penalty flag. Frank Kalicki, I think, threw it. The umpire.
He's also explaining to the team that he threw the flag on, why he threw, which is good. I think that should be done by every official. But he's calling a hold inside, and obviously the young man probably said, what did I do? And Frank Licky was telling him what he did.
Chop
What's he talking, chop block? Okay. Now, you're engaged up top. Somebody comes down below. Can't do that. Line of scrimmage, it's a chop block.
So they move it back to the Cougars 16. Will be first and goal from there. Under 4 minutes left on the Berger Family Dealership first quarter scoreboard. Comets trailing 3-0 on their first possession of the ball game. Play action. Richards dumps it off to Brazina. Brazina's inside the 10, and it looks like he'll be marked down at about the 5-yard line.
That's the same formation that they ran Glass off a right tackle. Now they get Brazina in the flat off of a lot of play action, freezes the linebackers. He's able to take that ball down to about the 5-yard line.
So the Comets got the penalty back. It's second and goal from the 5. Brazina will go out wide to the bottom of your screen, guarded by Smith, but it'll be Blass. And Blass is brought down after a short gain. Making the play, Michael Fuchik for Hazleton area.
Good job by that Cougar defense. Crestwood trying to go off the left side, nothing there. Looking at, he might have picked up a yard, and looking at third and goal from the 4.
Richards comes in with the play. Play clock down to 10. It's down to 5. They get it off at 2. Play action. Richards rolling right. Throws to the end zone. Brazina's there. Did he get his foot down? No, incomplete.
Brazina running that route across and deep in the end zone. Couldn't quite stay in bounds. There you see Richards again with the fake. He's able to get to the corner and makes that throw. But Brazina just ran out of room. So we're looking at a field goal attempt, potential field goal attempt.
Alex DeSpirito, looks like they'll mark it at the 11. This will be a 21-yard attempt. Hold is down. DeSpirito's kick is up, and it is good. 2:20 left in the opening quarter. Both teams have exchanged field goals. It's 3-all.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
The mission today is to seek out the target and capture it. Expect it to be hot. This place has got everything. SP time now.
Eyes on, 200 meters to the west.
I got it! Go, go, go! Good afternoon, ma'am. How much is this alternator?
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Both teams have had the football once, and they've come away with opening drive field goals on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard.
Crestwood, as they line up in that bunch kickoff formation again. DeSpirito, 21-yard field goal, 11 plays, 50 yards. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. We're down to 2:19 first quarter.
Richards this time tries a little pooch kick. That'll be picked up by Otero at the 23. Otero trying to bring it to the near sideline. Otero's across the 35, the 40. He's into Comet territory before he is brought down by Owen Grigas in Comet territory. A nice return by Adrian Otero.
Otero exhibits a little bit of speed there. He kicks it across the field. Otero's able to field it on first hop, and here he runs away from one tackle. Now he gets to the outside and he picks up some speed and is able to turn it up the field. Gives the Cougars a 42-yard field goal, 43-yard field to work with.
34 yards on the return for Otero. 1st and 10 from the 43 of Crestwood. This is Otero trying to bounce to the outside. He's inside the 30. Otero being chased down inside the 20. Still on his feet. And pushed out of bounds inside the 5. He's got a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
We talked about Adrian Otero last week, Marty, when here you see him right side, runs out of another tackle. Now he's going to cut it back. And a person of his size, 6'1", about 210 pounds, he's able to turn it up the field with some speed. Gives the Cougars a 1st and goal from the 4.
Puts him in the Grand Central red zone. This is Kinney. He's in. Touchdown, Cougars. 2nd rushing touchdown on the year for Carson Kinney.
Good push, offensive line. That's what you need when you're in the red zone, as you mentioned, Marty. And Kinney take Grand Central red zone. And Kinney takes it into the end zone. Cougars up 9-3, looking to make it 10.
Barrientos on for the point after. Kick is up and good. 1:51 left in the opening quarter. Cougars lead it 10-3.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2016 Kia Optima. Right now with 0 down for only $159 per month. Or buy it for $18,998. Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life.
Connects Janitorial Service, carpet cleaning, tile, linoleum, hardwood floor refinishing. Also office and home cleaning for dependable service. Call Connects Janitorial Service 570-788-2748.
Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service, 697 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountain Top. With over 35 years of experience, make them your only call when shopping for tires or service work. They will match or beat any competitor's pricing. 100% customer satisfaction.
Big drive by Adrian Otero puts the Cougars back in front, 10-3.
I'll tell you what helps, Marty, is the short field after the kickoff. Both special teams, kickoff coverage teams, need to do a better job. Hazleton area, Kinney, 2-yard run. Barrientos with the kick. Looked like Jake Arrieta's knuckleball, but it went over. 2 plays, 43 yards. Otero, 34-yard kickoff return.
Short kick picked up by Rother. Rother trying to bring it back to this sideline, and Rother's got himself some room. And he is going to be brought down shy of midfield. And Druzzi and Hunsinger on the play. But great starting field position, as Coach just mentioned, right before the kickoff.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there you see the touchdown with Kinney into the end zone. Good push. Marola, Wilkinson, Fuchik, Costio, Brunza, and Strasner getting it done up front. Cougars are up, but again, we're looking at a 50-yard field. You know, if you think about this, Marty, all of a sudden the field is half of 100 yards. Even if the ball's at the 20 or 30, makes it much further.
Play action. Richards throws, caught by Klusowitz, and Druzzi and LaRock will bring him down for no gain.
I'll tell you what, Klusowitz with a very athletic catch. The route was too shallow. By that I mean it was right at the line of scrimmage. And then Hazleton area, LaRock, with help, did a great job, so we're looking at a 2nd and 10. No gain on that pass play.
2nd and 10 from midfield. This will be Blass. Blass straight up the middle. LaRock will bring him down after he picks up a Harry's. You pull it. Comet first down.
Right side. Blass is proving to be a worthy ball carrier. Great blocking up front by John O'Boyle, the right guard. Right tackle Frisbee for Crestwood doing an excellent job of getting Blass the yardage.
1st and 10 from the Cougar 36. Quick drop by Richards, and it'll be a skip ball to Klusewitz, incomplete. High school football is brought to you by Crestwood Pharmacy, located at 10 South Mountain Boulevard. They're your one-stop shop for all your health and prescription needs. Pillbox service is available. Professional and friendly service. Flu shots are available and walk-ins are welcome. Open 7 days a week. Call 570-474-5859 or stop in today at Crestwood Pharmacy. 2nd and 10 from the 36. This is Blass. Blass inside the 30. Has a first down and more before he's knocked out of bounds inside the 20 with a Harry's. You pull it. Comet first down.
Watch this. Blass going to the corner. He's flat. He's flat. He finds that opening. Now he's flat again and turns it up the field. He and Otero have very similar running styles. They're able to take their time, and then turn it up for yardage. Looking at under 25 seconds here, Marty, for
Comets at the 20 in the Grand Central red zone. Blass 7 carries, 74 yards. He goes in motion out of the backfield. The handoff is to Colo, and he is tripped up by Andruzzi after a short gain down to the 16 of 4. Clock will wind down. We're through a quarter. Hazleton area 10, Crestwood 3. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week on WILN.
Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754, or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
Personal cancer care is close to home. The Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton has been providing radiation therapy to cancer patients for 30 years. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with cancer and need radiation therapy and would like to learn more about our treatments, let our compassionate, experienced team of experts help you. No reason to travel out of town for same services that are only minutes away from your home. The Cancer Treatment Center at Hazleton. 1701 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Close to home.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Start of the second quarter, Cougars up 7.
Marty, Hazleton area of 61 yards rushing. Crestwood 72 yards rushing. 32 yards passing for the Cougars. Comets 28 yards. Very, very even statistics. Ball game in favor of the Cougars. 93 yards for Hazleton area. Crestwood has 100 yards of offense.
Scoring update, first quarter action from Crispin Field in Berwick. Williamsport leading the Bulldogs 14-0. Here a 2nd down and 6 from the Cougars 16 with the Comets down 10-3. But driving, going left to right on your screen. This is Blass. He gets met and he leans forward for a gain of 2. Andruzzi was there, as was Kobe Jackson.
I'll tell you what, Andruzzi has made the last 2 plays very nice defensive plays, forcing a 3rd and 5. Andruzzi, and as you mentioned, Jackson in there to make that tackle.
Before that 3rd down play, down to the field, Eric DeBerardinis.
Marty, both a touchdown and a milestone achieved on that last drive for Hazleton area. Adrian Otero entered the game with 979 yards rushing on the season. He needed just 21. He got that and well more on that 40-yard run. So for the second straight season, Adrian Otero over 1,000 yards, and he's just a junior. You mentioned it, Damon Horton will be out for the game. His right arm is in a sling. So Caleb Yonner moves into the backup tailback role for Horton. Back up to you guys.
Marty Tebow, great job defensively. Sifts through that offensive line and makes a tackle, causes a yard loss. Crestwood looking at to convert 4th and 6.
And Richards will go for it. He's rolling right. Being pressured by Andruzzi. Flag is down. Andruzzi the sack. You would think this may be against the offense, but we'll wait for Harkin's call.
I tell you what, Andruzzi has come up real big in this offensive series for Crestwood. I'm looking at a hold inside. Take the play and take the ball.
It's a hold against the Comets. It'll be declined. Austin Andruzzi helps lead the defense to hold the Comets on downs. Cougars get it back at their own 25.
Andruzzi coming with some late pressure. Looked like Richards was going to have the corner, but Andruzzi came up late, made the tackle. Hazleton area takes the football.
The 1st and 10 from their own 25, leading 10-3, 10:41 left in the opening half on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Play action. Wolk looking for Smith. Got it. Smith trying to break away. And the Comets will bring him down at about the 36. Good for a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
I'll tell you what. We're going to talk about a couple things. Number one, Smith, obviously very athletic, goes deep, makes a great catch, fights for yardage. Number two, the throw by Sparky Wolk. Excellent throw. Did a very good job. Number three, the block by Strassner, the tight end, enabled Wolk to step up and make the throw.
Smith, Strassner, and Kinney in motion to the bottom of your screen. They'll toss to Otero. He's looking to go that way. Cuts it back in the middle. Otero's still on his feet as he gets inside the 30 to about the 27. Gain of 8.
Here's what I'm talking about. Otero, step, wait. Now up the field. Picks up good yardage on first down. Picked up about 8.
Stop by Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service, 697 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop. Or visit our website for an inventory of quality used cars and tire and service specials. We service what we sell. It's Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service in Mountaintop. Cougars have a 2nd and 2 from the Comet 27. Otero will go in motion out of the backfield to the top of your screen to give us to Kinney. Kinney's got the first down and more as he is tripped up inside the 25 to the 22, a gain of 5. He's got a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
Carson Kinney again, nice push from the left side. Is able to pick up that first down. Jeff Schmoody steps up to make the tackle, but not until the first down is made by Kinney.
Otero gets the handoff. He's inside the 20, and he'll be brought down at about the 18 for a gain of 4.
Tell you what, it looked like a rugby scrum. Watch this. Everybody pushing. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of grabbing at the ball. I said Otero has to take care of the football. He fights for yardage, but he cannot forget to protect the football.
Coming up at the half, it's the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. We'll have halftime entertainment, get a look at first half stats and highlights, all coming up at the half at the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Otero will get it again, straight up the middle. He's inside the 10 to about the 12 as the Cougars are in the Grand Central red zone. And Otero will get a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
Wolk reverses out and then comes over, hands it to Otero going back to the right side. Impressive display by this Cougar football team.
just like they were in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 11. They went backwards and got a field goal. Looking for 7 here, but Otero gets bottled up in the middle, and it looks like they'll give him back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
And you can tell when there's some punch from that offensive line. I don't mean literally a punch. I'm talking about up the field movement. You don't see any defenders a yard deep, but when there's no movement up the field, as they say, no punch forward, then you're going to have a 1 or 2 yard gain or even a loss, and that's what happened in that instance.
2nd and 10 from the 11. Quick drop, looking for Smith. And he's got him. Touchdown, Cougars!
Well, I'll tell you what, we ran it down at this end when it was incomplete. We ran it again, and what Smith is able to do right here, cornerback turns to look inside. Smith is able to separate. Touchdown. Sparky Walk, good throw.
Barrientos on for the point after. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. 7:31 left in the opening half. Cougars build their lead to 17-3.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Zaner's Automotive Incorporated has been providing complete towing and wreckage recovery service. They also offer emergency truck and trailer repairs and roadside assistance. Located at 213 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-454-0541.
Electric Frog Designs, 323 North Hunter Highway, Route 309 Drums, offering full-color banners and signs, vehicle lettering and graphics, campaign signs, promotional products, trophies, plaques, and medals. 788-2333.
Welcome back to Harmon Guy Stadium. Cougars jump out in front 17-3 on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard.
Let's see if the kickoff coverage team can get down there and lengthen the field.
Brazina and Blast back deep, awaiting the kick from Barrientos. It's a squibbing kick, and it'll be down at the 31-yard line. Picking it up was Michael Macri.
That's one way to do it, Marty. Make it 69 yards instead of 50. Ball kicked on the ground. Macri went down to field it, his knee on the ground. Last drive, Smith, 11-yard pass from Walk. Barrientos split the upright, 7 plays, 75 yards. Walk to Smith, 2 passes for 51 yards.
Comets down 14. Richards to pass. Pumps, looking for Brazina. Walk comes over, it'll go incomplete, out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Joey Hatton played that well, because what was going to happen, Brazina stopped and was going to try to go up the field as Richards looked like a little bit of a fake, a pump fake, but Hatton played off the receiver, didn't really bite on that. So we have an incompletion, 2nd and 10.
Best wishes for a healthy winning season from everyone at Blue Ridge Polaris to all teams. For all your Polaris off-road needs, contact Blue Ridge Polaris at 570-868-3402 or stop by our showroom and service department in Dorrance. Officials politely let me finish the read and then stop the play. Oh, there's a penalty. I'm sorry.
Good ball.
Motion against the Comets will make it a 2nd and 15. Harry's Sporting Goods, located at 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Stop by and check out their all-new fall and winter inventory. They also carry a wide selection of brand sneakers, a full-service sports store. Open 6 days a week. Their number 570-752-5212. Harry's Sporting Goods in Berwick. Crestwood Pharmacy, located at 10 South Mountain Boulevard, is your one-stop shop for all your health and prescription needs. Pillbox services available. Professional, friendly service. Flu shots are available and walk-ins are welcome. Open 7 days a week. Give them a call, 570-474-5859, or stop in today as Richards, under pressure, gets rid of the football. Pass is incomplete. David Smith on the coverage.
I'll tell you what, Smith, one of the things that happened, Richard got outside, extended the play a little bit, but not, no one really open, and Smith closed the gap on that throw as we're looking at a 3rd and about 15. So the Cougar defense coming up big here.
Some scoring updates, first quarter action, Hanover area leading Nanacoke 6-0. And from Crispin Field, they've moved to second quarter action. Williamsport 21, Berwick 7. 3rd and 15 from the Comet 26. Play action. Richards being pressured by Yonner, got rid of it, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Smith. Here he goes down the sideline. Smith inside the 10. Still on his feet, leads forward. Touchdown Cougars. What a play by David Smith.
I'll tell you what, it was a great play by David Smith, but we're going to take another look at it, and I'm going to tell you what caused that great play. Smith settles under it, but right here, backside, Yonner putting the pressure on. Richard really couldn't get all he wanted on that ball. So credit Yonner with help Smith. We talked about him being an offensive weapon, but defensively, he has the speed to cover some ground.
He returned it 50 yards for the touchdown. Barrientos' kick is up and good. 7 minutes left in the opening half. Cougars lead it 24-3.
It's Oktoberger, the sale so big they named a month after it. At Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93, Hazel Township.
It's Oktoberger, and you can save $11,000 on select Ram 1500. Save $7,000 on this Cherokee Limited. Save $6,000 on this 2017 Dodge Journey.
It's the Jeep Celebration event at Ram Power Days. At Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
Affordable Dumpsters specializing in estate cleanups, general cleanups, hauling, foreclosure cleanups, waste removal, demolition, as well as fire, water, and mold damage. We supply containers of all sizes. Call 570-427-4976.
Chura's Auto Sales has a great line of cars and trucks. Every vehicle is serviced, reconditioned, and inspected. Chura's Auto Sales offers you experience, quality, and service. Stop in today, North Broad Street and Susquehanna, West Hazleton.
David Smith goes from defense to offense, puts the Cougars up 24-3 on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard.
Hazleton 50-yard pass interception. Smith, Yonner with the pressure. Barrientos kick, very good. I think he got mad when I said it looked like Arietta's knuckleball was a two-seam cutter.
This is Macri, picked it up at the 23. Trying to elude Cougar defenders. A flag is down, and he is pushed out of bounds by Jackson. But this may be coming back against the Comets.
Yeah, they're going to call and look real close. Obviously, official right there. Whether the
block in the back against Crestwood.
Yeah, and it looked like he had his helmet in front, but as I said, official much closer to the action than I am. So,
as they march it off, we'll remind you football action on WILN is made possible by Service Electric Cablevision, your source for the best high-speed internet, TV, and phone. Visit secv.com today to view all of the latest products, services, and specials from Service Electric Cablevision. Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. Comets look to get something going offensively. They have a 1st and 10. Handoff is to Blass, and the Cougars corral him from behind. I believe that was Jackson that chased him down from behind. Looked like he'll get no gain on the play.
One of the things, and again, now we're looking at a 80-yard field instead of 50-yard, but you gain nothing on first down. You're down by 21. Obviously, 6.5 minutes left, second quarter, so there's no need to panic. But you have to start moving the football here. You're down by 3 scores.
2nd and 10 from the Comet 20. Richards to pass. Across the middle, it is complete to Klusewitz. And Klusewitz will be brought down after a gain of about 9. Sparky Wolk on the tackle. And one thing I wanted to talk about, Joe, what we're starting to see from Hazleton area defensively is when they get the turnovers, they remind me of like a fast break basketball team. They go from defense to offense quickly. Yeah. We saw it last week with Wolk's return. We saw it tonight with David Smith's.
I'll tell you what, transition. And they're doing a great job of it. And you're right, Marty. They don't miss a beat going from one to the other. I like the pass by Richards. The short pass. Let the receiver go ahead and try to get the first.
Handoff is to the up man. I believe that was Schmoody. Yes, Jeff Schmoody getting the carry, and he picks up a Harry's You Pull It. Comet first down out to the 34-yard line for a gain of 5.
Right now, first 2 periods, period and a half, Hazleton looks like they've just kept the momentum from last week. We saw them play very well last week.
1st and 10 from the 34, a toss to Blass. Trying to cut it back. Otero was there among others.
Excellent job of having Blass turn that back in. That comes from being outside. As you mentioned, Lance Blass, he turned back, but didn't have any room because the inside pursuit was able to get there. So 2nd and 10.
Coming up at the half, in another 4.5 minutes of game action, it'll be the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Halftime entertainment, first half stats and highlights coming up on the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Richards to pass, throws, and almost intercepted. Smith was the closest one in the area. I believe he was looking for Jimmy Curry, his tight end.
Nothing there. Richards had, and obviously we have not seen it with the games we've seen with Crestwood. They've thrown it very little. But here Richards is doing not a bad job of directing the offense. That time tried to throw it in the flat, had 2 receivers, but a bunch of defenders. He overthrew the intended receiver, so we're looking at 3rd down and 10.
Richards to pass, looking for Brazzini. Got him, complete. Brazzini still on his feet. And they're going to mark his forward progress, stopped at the Cougar 49. Plenty enough for a Comet. Harry's You Pull It first down.
Nice route, nice throw. I believe it's Smith here for Hazleton. He stays flat. The route turns in, but Smith stays flat down the line of scrimmage. You have to close on the route. If you don't do that, completion, and that's what happened. Richards makes a nice throw.
They'll officially mark it at midfield. Quick drop, pass to Brazzina. A little out of his reach, incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10. Tri-County Business Machines, downtown Hazleton, your source for office and school supplies, copier sales and service. Tri-County Business Machines, locally owned and operated.
You know what that comes from, Marty? When you're closing on the route, if you don't know where the ball is, then you keep the distance. And I don't believe Smith realized the ball was thrown, and he did not close on it.
Blass gets the handoff, getting to the outside. Blass has a first down and more inside the 40 to about the 39. Good for a Harry's You Pull It. Comet first down.
Crestwood doing a nice job here. Here you see Blass bounces it outside. Looked like he wanted to go off tackle. Didn't happen. He's able to turn it up off the block of Schmoody, as well as O'Rourke. 1st and 10. Plenty of time for Crestwood.
Each team with full complement of 3 timeouts as Schmoody again from the fullback position gets the carry, and he picks up another gain of about 5.
I think if I can read what Coach Meyer's thinking about, they're going to go after Smith out here sooner or later. They feel that, I think, isolated one-on-one, they might be able to exploit him. So let's see if that happens. Brezina comes out on Smith.
Richards, quick drop, pumps. Looking down the sideline for Klosewicz. Hatton was on the coverage. 3rd down coming up.
Hatton did a great job.
The other point I wanted to make, Joe, is Crestwood not showing any panic here. 2:51 left in the half. If they get a score here, remember, they won the coin toss and deferred. They're going to get the ball to start the 3rd.
They have 1 down. They have 3 timeouts. So they have 1 down to get the first. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 2 downs to get the first. And you called me a mastermind in the beginning. I don't even know how many downs they have. 2 downs to get the first. They have 3 timeouts, Marty, with 2:51 left on the clock.
They give again to Schmoody. This time the Cougars aren't fooled. And that was Tebow who came up and tripped him up.
Tebow got a piece of him, brought him down short of the first down. Now you concentrate on, we need to get the first down.
It'll be a 4th and 3 from the Cougar 32. Under 2.5 minutes remaining in the half. Coming up at the half, it's the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show with halftime entertainment, first half stats and highlights, all coming up on the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show.
Glance under center. Now he backs off to go to the shotgun, and we have a timeout.
There's a flag thrown as well. Umpire Frank Galicki calls motion against the Comets, making it now 4th and 8.
Yeah, and they wanted to go from blast under center to the shotgun. Offensive linemen in tense situations either go on first sound or 1, because anything beyond that, they're ready to go. Just like on the goal line, if you go longer than 1, many times you see an offside, and that's the reason. Forces a 4th and about 8, Marty.
Richards checks back in. Throws. High for Brezina. Incomplete. Cougar defense holds on downs. Smith on the coverage.
Yeah, he got the ball up a little bit to Brezina. Smith was able to close on that. There you see Richards with the throw. I'll tell you what, not a bad throw. Brezina just a little high. Brezina might have brought it down, but at this point, Coach Brennan is thinking about, you know what, we got 2:07. Let's move it on the ground. Hey, if we come up with a couple points, great. If not, 21-point lead at the half.
But they also have 3 timeouts.
What you don't want to do here, Marty, is try to do something that you're maybe not familiar with, or you've tried only once, and then end up turning it over as they run a little bit of a sprint draw.
Pretty good start as Otero gets out near midfield, picks up a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down, clock stops with 2 minutes left to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Otero picked up 10 yards on his own. He look at this right there, Marty. He picked up 6 yards after being grabbed by the leg, getting it downfield.
Clock winds. Otero now 10 carries, 93 yards on the night. Halftime at Crispin Field in Berwick. Williamsport leading 21-10. Here, Cougars in front 24-3. Approaching halftime. Quick drop. Wolk doesn't find anybody. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to get a gain of about 4 yards to the 46. Coach Brennan takes his first time out, leading 24-3.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
If you're looking for a good pre-owned vehicle, check out BLB for tax time specials. Get the best return on your tax check at BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive located on Route 940 in Harley. Call 570-454-7571.
After the Cougar timeout, minute 33 left in the opening half. Cougars up 24-3. They have a second down and 6 from the Comet 46.
Don't know if that was called the play before or Wolk decided to tuck it and go as he hands off to Otero left side.
This time the Comets do a nice job led by Frisbee to hold them to a gain of about 3.
We're going to have a third down here in about 4. But again, Marty, there's no pressure on Hazleton area. You know, Crestwood probably not going to stop the clock. If they can convert this, obviously 4 downs to get it into the end zone, they may even go on 4th down if it's short for the first.
Looking for a throwback pass from Smith. Gets it to Wolk. Wolk is down the sideline, has a first down and more inside the 30. Good for Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
Sparky Wolk did a great job, but he made a mistake. He handed off to Smith. Smith came to his left. Watch Wolk here. He's supposed to run a circle. Right here. He needs to be up the field. Smith wanted to throw it, but when he didn't go up the field, he saw the Crestwood defender. But he does a great job in turning up the field to pick up the first.
And he got out of bounds to stop the clock at 46.4 seconds remaining. Ball marked at the 33. Wolk to pass, looking for Smith. Knocked away, incomplete. On the coverage was Ben Cruiser.
Cruiser with very good coverage on Smith. Smith ran the short post route. Wolk, tell you what, I'm impressed with both quarterbacks. Wolk is throwing the ball exceptionally well tonight. That's a tight spiral. He gets there. Cruiser had a good defensive coverage play. Now we have a penalty.
I missed that flag. It's down on the nearest sideline. They called pass interference against the defense. I apologize. I missed it, but I did see the official pick it up at about the 10 on the nearest sideline.
Yeah, and Greg Harkins, the referee, explaining to Blass what the penalty was, because I didn't see it either, Marty, unless it was a hold away from the play or something along those lines.
And this will be a Harry's you pull it first down via penalty. And it'll put the Cougars inside the 20 to the 18. First and 10 from the Comet 18. Cougars in the Grand Central red zone.
Two timeouts. Now you want to come away with points.
Otero and Smith line up to the left of the formation. Wolk looks that way. Going to Otero. Got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
I'll tell you what, impressive. Otero ran the route. A cross route, crossing route, left to right, in front of the secondary. There you see it. He had both defenders trailing. Blass was trying to play center field. Brazina was trailing Otero with the catch. Come away with touchdown.
Barrientos on for the point after. Hold is down. Kick is up. It is good. 37.6 seconds left in the opening half. Cougars out in front, 31-3.
When you're looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, Lehighton Kia is the place to go. They showcase a variety of vehicles, like the totally transformed Soul and the eye-catching Cadenza, the Kia Optima, not your average midsize sedan, the Forte lineup, including the Coupe and popular 5-door, the Sorento and Sportage, with a bold array of features. Ask about specials and incentives, and you can't beat the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Lehighton Kia, 21 Blakesley Boulevard, Lehighton. Call them at 610-377-1570.
When you need used auto parts, call Bonner Enterprises. They also take your junk cars and trucks, offering competitive prices. They also deliver anti-skid, shale, and clay. Located at 410 Maplewood Drive in the Humboldt Industrial Park, call them at 570-384-3291.
Family and friends come from all over the area to enjoy a fabulous dining experience at Graziano's Restaurant. You choose your dinner from a menu that is filled with all freshly made-to-order entrees. You'll never be disappointed, and you'll leave satisfied.
Amazing how things work out. We were talking about Crestwood making this a 2-possession game. Cougars hold on downs, now take a 28-point lead in the final minute of the opening half.
Hazleton area helped by a couple of penalties, but big play. Walk doing a great job, Marty, running that offense.
Another squibbing kick will be picked up by McAfee at the 30. McAfee going to the far sideline and then cuts it back up in the middle. He's into Cougar territory. McAfee down the sideline. And he is going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 30 to the 29. 25.9 seconds left and 3 timeouts. Don't count out the Comets.
Exactly right. Good, very good return. Here you see McAfee taking it off the ground. Now he just runs through. Nobody really has a shot at him. Turns it up the field. He has a defender turning his back. Great job. Hazleton area. Otero 18-yard pass reception from Walk. Barrientos. The kick, 5 plays, 63 yards, 129. We have 25.9 seconds left, Marty.
McAfee returned it 40 yards to the Cougar 30. As I mentioned, Crestwood, all 3 timeouts remaining, have a 1st and 10. Hazleton area doesn't like what they see. They take a timeout, leading 31-3. And we will keep it here and remind you that high school football is brought to you by Berger Family Dealerships, Route 93, Hazel Township, authorized dealer for Buick, Cadillac, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Mazda vehicles. Over 100 pre-owned Berger Advantage vehicles in stock at all times. Family owned since 1921. Berger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience. And by Crestwood Pharmacy, located at 10 South Mountain Boulevard. They're your one-stop shop for all your health and prescription needs. Pillbox services available. Professional and friendly service. Flu shots are available and walk-ins are welcome. Open 7 days a week. Give them a call, 570-474-5859, or stop in today at Crestwood Pharmacy, 10 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop. So after the Cougar timeout, they have 1 remaining. It is still 1st and 10 Comets from the Cougar 30.
Coach Brennan didn't like the matchup. Let's see what we have.
Richards to pass. Looking for Blass. And Hatton was in the coverage as Blass ran into him. The officials say incidental contact incomplete.
And the officials, I mean, obviously officials correct. Hatton, the ball was overthrown. Blass was behind Hatton. Blass ran into Hatton, but Hatton's looking at the ball. He didn't in any way interfere. So after that throw to the end zone, we have 2nd down.
Well, we have a moment. I'd like to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal this evening, as they have all season long and for so many seasons here on WILN. Third Base Luncheonette, located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton. Many thanks to the Third Base Luncheonette. 2nd and 10 for the Comets. It's a toss play to Blass, and Blass is looking to pass. And Blass is going to be essentially dropped for a loss. We'll have to see if technically they'll give Otero a sack on the play.
Richards came out to the right side, much like he did before. Blass looked downfield to the left side first, and I think Richards was going to be a sort of a safety valve on that one, but Hazleton defensively up the field.
Crestwood takes a timeout, and we'll keep it here. And remind you that Harry's Sporting Goods is located at 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Stop by and check out their all-new fall and winter inventory. They also carry a wide selection of brand sneakers. A full-service sports store open 6 days a week. Their number's 570-752-5212. Harry's Sporting Goods in Berwick. Stop by Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service, 697 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop, or visit our website for inventory of quality used cars and tire and service specials. We service what we sell at Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service, 697 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop. So after the loss of about a yard, 3rd down and 11 from the Cougar 31. Klusowitz in motion to the bottom of your screen. Richards to pass. Pumps once. Now he's going to run it, and he's going to be stacked up in the middle and brought down for no gain.
Excellent coverage by the secondary, and we're going to have a timeout with 1.4 seconds. They're going to have one more shot to go to the end zone, Marty.
But to this point, Coach, if you're Mike Brennan, couldn't have scripted it much better for senior night. If you're Coach Myers, not the way you would have liked. I mean, you came down, matched the Hazleton area field goal. You actually had a touchdown taken away by penalty, but you were playing even. And then Adrian Otero started to get things going, and some of the athletes started to step up for Hazleton area. You had Otero on the one drive come up with the big kickoff return, then the big run to set up the Kinney touchdown, and then David Smith started to take over as well.
There's a couple of things. Number one, their offensive line, Hazleton area, is doing a great job tonight. Number two, Otero, obviously. Number three, David Smith, excellent job. But, you know, I see maturing every ball game, Sparky Walk. He's running the offense. He's throwing the ball much better.
And we talked about him before the game started, that he could be the difference maker tonight. You would figure that Otero and Blast may eliminate each other technically stat-wise, so you look for plays from somebody else, and so far Sparky Walk's delivered. On 4th down, last play of the half, Richards being pressured, and he is sacked. Ethan Tebow with the sack to end the half. An exclamation point on a great opening half for Hazleton area on senior night, leading it 31-3. As the teams will head to the locker room, Mike Brennan stops with Eric DeBaradinas. Let's head down to the field.
Coach, Adrian Otero has been a constant, but that Sparky Walk and David Smith connection has been developing all season, especially the last 3 weeks. Definitely the case tonight. David even threw a pass to Sparky. How impressed are you with their dynamic?
They've come on strong. You know, they've gotten better. They put a lot of hard work in. You know, they suffered through some tough times together, brought us together. And, you know, two sophomores making lots of plays for us the last few weeks.
Lance Blass, the focus on Crestwood's side. He had a few gains in that first quarter, but you've mostly contained him. What do you have to do, and what have you done to limit Blass?
He's a good football player. You know, it's hard to stop him. It's hard to, you know, it's impossible to stop him, hard to slow him down. You know, Kyle Richardson, a quarterback, he's a strong-arm kid. He can make all the throws, so he adds a different dimension to our offense. You know, we just have to keep, they're going to run him in the second half. You know, we have to be physical. You know, they're going to take their shots, and we got to play 24 minutes of football. Yet the game's not over.
Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck in the second half. Marty, back up to you.
Coach Brennan's Cougars up at the half, 31-3. Coming up next, the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. We'll hear from the Crestwood Marching Band. We'll look at first half stats and highlights. Coming up next with the score at the half. Hazleton area 31, Crestwood 3. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Game of the week on WYLN.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial, licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Welcome to the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Live from Harmon Guy Stadium in Hazleton, home of the Hazleton area Cougars, on senior night at the half. Leading Crestwood by a score of 31-3. Both teams took their opening kickoff, marched down the field, had Stahl's drive, kicked field goals, but then Hazleton area came alive with their athletes. Adrian Otero sparked their first touchdown drive, and then David Smith with a receiving touchdown and an interception return for a touchdown. And then right before the half, Sparky Wolk found Adrian Otero to give the Cougars the 31-3 lead. And as part of the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show, down to the field and the Crestwood Marching Band. Has been the Crestwood Marching Band with their halftime performance as part of the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Some scores from around the area. Nanticoke leading Hanover area at the half 13-6. Wyoming area leading Pittston area 19-8. And from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium, Wyoming Valley West leading Coughlin 42-7. Here, Hazleton area leading Crestwood 31-3. We'll have halftime stats and highlights. Coming up next, it's the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2017 Hyundai Elantra SE. Right now for only $109 per month with $0 down. Hazleton Hyundai, where you are set for life.
Satellite Company Customer Service, how may I help you? Yeah, that's right. It's a 2-year contract. Sorry, that was the monthly price for the first year only. Ugly? No. I think our dish gives your house that space age look. But no, you're doing it right. That's how our on-demand works. Sorry, I don't know Peyton personally. Oh, come on, don't be like that. We're broadcasting from space. That does not come cheap.
Don't fall for Satellite Company monkey business. Service Electric delivers the best TV in the neighborhood, rain or shine.
Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center in the quiet town of Weatherly, Pennsylvania. The rehab center offers the highest level of personalized care for your therapy experience. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secure dementia unit in our facility. Weatherwood also offers Medicare-certified home health care services within the community, including therapies, skilled nursing, and certified nursing assistance. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by for a tour. 570-427-8683.
Mike Stower Coal and Oil Fuel Delivery with automatic delivery and budget plans available. 24-hour furnace service. Discount pricing for businesses and restaurants. Call them for a quote. Also, propane is now available with a portion of the annual proceeds going to the Cancer Foundation for breast cancer awareness. Accepting major credit cards. Call 570-636-0503. StowerCoalAndOil.com.
It's Oxoburger. The sale's so big they named a month after it. 2016 GMC Sierra 2500. Save up to $8,000 from stock. Save up to $5,000 in this 2016 Buick Encore or lease it for $185 a month. Save over $3,000 on this 2017 GMC Terrain or lease it $199 a month.
It's Oxoburger at Burger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93, Hazel Township.
Burger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Join me, Erin Harvey, every Tuesday and Thursday for a special series here on WILN News. I will talk with survivors to hear their stories, along with medical specialists to learn how to treat, beat, and prevent breast cancer.
Welcome back to the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show, live from Harmon Geist Stadium in Hazleton, home of the Cougars. And what a nice opening half on senior night for Hazleton area as they lead 31-3 over the Crestwood Comets. And we are moments away from getting a look at the halftime stats compiled by our very own Jim Burns.
Marty, one of the things we'll look for here obviously is total yardage, but well, let's go from the top. Crestwood 8 first downs, Hazleton area 13. 105 yards rushing. Adrian Otero has a majority of that. 68 yards rushing for Crestwood, 53 yards passing. Comets 111. Wolk to Smith, big combination, and Wolk to Otero for the last touchdown. 216 total for the Cougars, 121 for the Comets. One turnover. Crestwood. Hazleton has not taken, had a turnover. They have taken care of the ball. 5 penalties, which hurt Crestwood, and 46 yards. Hazleton area yet to have a penalty.
And that is the halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns. And that he pointed out at the very bottom, Joe, no penalties for Hazleton area. Has to make Coach Brennan very happy. The penalties for Crestwood have really hurt. One brought back a touchdown offensively. And as you mentioned, that last drive, a couple aided Hazleton area in getting that last touchdown before the half. And we're about set to look at the first half highlights. And Will Barrientos, after a 12-play, 50-yard drive, 5:11 off the clock, made it 3-0 Cougars. And right back came Alex DeSpirito on an 11-play 50-yard drive. 3-3, 2:19 left in the opening quarter. And after Otero had a 34-yard kickoff return, 41-yard run, Carson Kinney from 2 yards out made it 10-3. And then Smith from Wolk, capping a 75-yard drive, made it 17-3 Cougars. Crestwood trying to get something going. Caleb Yonner with the pressure. Richards' pass would be intercepted by David Smith, and he'd bring it back 50 yards on a great return going from defense to offense. And a great effort inside the 5, and Smith would lean in, 24-3 Cougars. And right before the half, 5 plays, 63 yards and 129, Wolk to Otero. Cougars at the half, leading it 31-3. That's where we are right now. And you've been watching the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Third quarter action up next.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2016 Kia Optima. Right now with 0 down for only $159 per month, or buy it for $18,998. Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life.
Your body was made to move, fluidly and with ease. If the need for joint replacement surgery has stopped you in your tracks, it's time for a plan that can put you back in motion faster. The area's most experienced surgeons, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium, getting set for third quarter action on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Cougars up at the half, 31-3. Have some time for some individual stats. Joe Lance Blast, 13 carries, 85 yards, but Jim Burns broke it down. In the first quarter, he had 7 carries, 74 yards. Second quarter, only 6 carries for 11 yards. Schmoody had 3 carries for 12 yards. Kyle Richards passing 4 of 15 for 36 yards and an interception. Blast 1 of 1 passing for 17 yards. That was to Richards. Brazina has 2 receptions for 27 yards. For Hazleton area, Adrian Otero, 11 carries for 95 yards. Kenny, 2 carries, 7 yards and a touchdown. Sparky Wolk passing 6 of 8 for 101 yards, 2 touchdowns. Smith 1 of 1 for 10 yards to Sparky Wolk. The 2 receivers that Wolk hit, David Smith, 5 receptions, 83 yards and a touchdown. Otero, 1 for 18 for the other passing touchdown. Comets leading time of possession, 13 minutes, 42 seconds to the Cougars, 10-18. Comets have run 38 plays to 26. Third down conversions, Crestwood 4 of 9. On fourth down, they're 0 for 3. Hazleton area 2 of 3 on third down. haven't attempted a 4th down conversion. And what'll make Coach Brendan real happy is you got to look at him right there. Their defense has really stepped up. 5 sacks on the night. Kinney and Druzy Jackson. Tebow at the end of the last play of the half. And Otero, as the Cougars have returned to the field, leading 31-3.
One of the things, Marty, is Wolk targeting Smith. He has thrown to him probably 6 times. I believe it's 3 receptions at least, maybe. He has 5 receptions. So, I mean, that in itself is very impressive with Smith doing an excellent job on the touchdown catch in the end zone. Plus, he's had several others and the interception.
And the thing for Hazleton area fans to get real excited about, both of those young men are only sophomores. This is a combination you're going to have for the next 2 years. And the other thing, next year you're still going to put them with a senior in Adrian Otero. This Hazleton area program is starting to get dangerous. You can see them getting better, and what you're starting to see is they're playing with confidence.
I think one of the things with the maturity level is, how do they play in the second half? When's the last time they had a 28-point lead at the half? It probably was a long time ago. So, how do they play? Do they continue playing with the same energy? And that's part of the maturing process as a football team. As you said, they are definitely on the upswing. Let's see what the second half will bring.
And a couple of games this year we've had where they were leading by tighter margins against Wyoming Valley West and Wallenpaupack. Both of those halves, those 2 teams got the ball to start the 3rd quarter and went on long time-consuming drives to either cut the deficit or take the lead. Well, Hazleton is going to kick off here. Let's see how they play defensively coming out of the locker room.
I think one of the things that will help the defense is Crestwood, even though it's a 3rd quarter, there's 24 minutes left, 12 in the 3rd, 12 in the 4th. But there's a sense of urgency with the Comets. They're down by 4 scores. They need 4 scores, 28 points, not to take the lead, but to tie it. So let's see how both teams react as the Cougars kick it off.
Another squibbing kick by Barrientos, and again to McAfee. McAfee cuts it up the middle, and he is going to be brought down shy of the 40. Strassner, among others, bring him down. And the thing to remember for Crestwood, they have qualified for the 4A district playoffs. Just a matter of seeding. They're currently in 7th. There's some thoughts that even if they won tonight that they may not move to 6, but there is a possibility with a loss tonight that they could move down to 8. And what that means is who you play and who you don't play. Currently they'd be matched up with Wyoming area. If they drop to 8, they probably end up playing a very good North Pocono team.
Exactly right. As the Comets line up, 1st and 10.
Blast in motion to the top of your screen. Richards looks right, complete to Brazina. Brazina lowers his shoulder, and he gets across the 45 near a 1st down.
Hatton turned his entire body, and then tried to get up the field, couldn't get back.
And it's good enough for a Harry's You Pull It. Comet 1st down to start the half.
Andruzzi, I believe, came over. Austin Andruzzi from that outside linebacker position came over to make the tackle. Hatton has to stay square rather than turn his shoulders.
Toss to Blass. Trying to get to the outside. He's into Cougar territory, and he's down the sideline, and he is knocked out of bounds. Ball was loose, but I heard a whistle. I think he might have stepped out of bounds first.
Yeah, I think
and it's a Comet 1st down. A Harry's You Pull It 1st down.
Right. Marty, it's going to be a 1st down right there, and he was out of bounds, I think, when the ball come out. So, Crestwood, purpose of mind here. Let's get it down the field. Let's score. We know how many scores we're down. Hazleton defensively, who played exceptionally well in that 1st half.
Hand off to Blass straight up the middle, and Blass will get 2 yards, maybe even 3. 2nd and maybe 7 coming up for the Comets. And one of the things, Joe, that I think is safe to assume that Coach Myers had a very fiery halftime speech for his squad.
I'm sure he did. Carson Kinney there stepping up with help from his friends to make that stop to force a 2nd and 8. One of the things you want to avoid is trying to become too emotional. You don't want to play outside your emotions. You can only play so long outside your emotions. You have to be able to keep your head, know what you're doing.
Richards, play action, complete to Klusewitz. Klusewitz trying to find some running room, stepped out of bounds. We'll see where they'll mark it. Appears to be shy of the first down by about 2 yards.
Tell you what, I'm impressed by Richards. He shows me a little poise back there. Makes the fake, gets back, sets up, makes the throw. So we're looking at 3rd and short, and they have 2 downs to do this. You know they're not going to give the ball up if they don't make a first down here.
And they give to Schmoody, and Schmoody gets stood up, but he appears to have enough for a Harry Ju Pullet. Crestwood first down. High school football brought to you by Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. Ball marked at the Cougar 27, 1st and 10. Richards to pass, and again out of the reach of Brezina, incomplete.
Richards got back there quickly, didn't really set himself, let that ball go. He was almost off his feet and he threw it wide. So 2nd and 10. Brezina one-on-one with David Smith.
Cougars' possible opponent next week in the district sub-regional playoffs, the Millionaires of Williamsport, have increased their lead over Berwick to 35-10 in 3rd quarter action. Hand off to Blass. And the Cougars do a nice job of standing him up, holding him to no gain. Adrian Otero leading the charge.
Blass trying to go off left tackle. Cougars do an excellent job of bringing him down for a short gain. If you prevent him from getting outside, that's half the battle, Marty, because once Blass gets to the corner, is able to turn up, very dangerous. So try to make him run tackle to tackle.
Blass now 16 carries, 102 yards, but a 3rd down and 9 for the Comets. Richards, pass, batted down, incomplete.
My guess is they're going to go back to Brezina on the slant ball. Richards again giving him some room off. And I wouldn't be surprised if Crestwood tried to split Brezina right and go after the slant ball. They've completed that once or twice. Let's see if I'm even close to being right. But it's a play that looks like it might open. One of the things Smith has is, as they come out, trips to this side.
Richards being pressured from behind and sacked. Ethan Tebow with his 2nd sack of the night gives the Cougars the ball back.
I'll tell you what, they came out with, they ran trips. Richards wanted to look downfield. They pressed up. By that I mean Smith was right in Brezina's face. Richards really didn't have time as Tebow comes from the backside for the sack.
And as the Cougars come back on offense, we like to correct a little misunderstanding we had in the opening half. Adrian Otero unofficially has 858 yards rushing for the season. He went over 1,000 yards all-purpose in that opening half. That combines his rushing and receiving. So we just wanted to correct the technicality on that mistake that we made. But Otero, if he continues running like this, he still may get 1,000 tonight. But a flag was thrown. This may be against the Hazleton area offensive line.
And we have a hold inside, so they're going to bring that back. As Otero picks up good yardage first down, but
I'd like to remind you, coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Motors player of the game. Best wishes for a healthy winning season from everyone at Blue Ridge Polaris to all teams. For all your Polaris off-road needs, contact Blue Ridge Polaris at 570-868-3402 or stop by our showroom and service department in Dorrance. Holding against the Cougars brings it back to their 21-yard line, making it a first down and 19. Smith out wide to the top of your screen. Otero out wide to the bottom of your screen. He's being defended by Blass. Wolk low looks right for Smith. Complete. He's hit immediately by McAfee, and he holds on for some help from his friends as they push Smith out of bounds. Shy of the original line of scrimmage by about a yard. It'll bring up second down and 11.
I'll tell you, that's the other thing about showing confidence. The play was called. Wolk makes a nice throw. Smith with the catch. Nothing after. Good defensive secondary play. Closed on the ball quickly. But now it's second and 11.
Smith, Strassner, Kinney, shift to the bottom of your screen. Give to Otero. He goes straight up the middle. Otero just gets tripped up. Or he could have had big yardage on that play.
Shifted the strength of their offensive set right to left. But they hit that play right over center here. You're going to see it. And the backside did not get there quick enough. First down.
You saw that diving tackle by Schmude. Couldn't prevent the first down. A Harry Jupulit first down. But that could have been much bigger for Otero if Schmude didn't trip him up. This is Otero. Otero trying to bounce it to the outside. He's in the common territory, and he is dragged out of bounds inside the 45 to about the 43. Good for another Harry Jupulit. Cougar first down.
Big hole right there. Excellent job blocking. Marola did an excellent job left side turning the defensive end outside. Otero up the field for big yardage in the first.
Otero gained 28 on his last two carries. He's got 14 carries, 124 yards on the night. Crestwood timeout. They trail 31-3.
It's Oxoburger, the sale so big they named a month after it. Only at Burger Mazda, Route 93, Hazleton.
If a 2016 Mazda 3i Sport, lease it for only $175 a month. Or this 2016 Mazda 6i Sport, lease it for only $195 a month. And this 2016 Mazda CX-5 Sport, it's all-wheel drive, lease it for only $205 a month.
It's Oxoburger, the sale so big they named a month after it. Only at Burger Mazda, Route 93, Hazleton.
Burger family dealerships, drive with experience.
Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick offers the perfect mix of fine and fashion jewelry. Expand your Alex and Ani jewelry collection at Nespoli Jewelers or design a one-of-a-kind engagement ring. Nespoli Jewelers, mixing fine and fashion. 108 East Front Street in Berwick.
Sal's Septic Service for cesspools and septic tank cleaning, and Marola's Garage for car and truck inspection and repairs. If it has wheels, Marola's can fix it. Call Sal's Septic and Marola's Garage at 570-956-4782.
Welcome back after the Crestwood timeout. Cougars leading 31-3 on the Burger Family Dealership scoreboard. Have a first and 10 from the Comet 43. Otero again wide to the bottom of your screen. But Wolk will hand off to Kinney. And Kinney will get down to about the 41, a gain of 2 on the play.
Nice option to have, Marty. Take Otero, put him on the corner as a receiver. With his size, he's almost a mismatch. Although Blass is to the left side, he's about the same size as Otero. But you can use him in the backfield or as a wide receiver.
Play action. Wolk rolling right. And throws believe it was batted down, incomplete.
He had Otero early, decided to hold on to the ball, and threw it late, knocked down, third down for the Cougars.
Call 3rd and 8 from the 41. Clock stopped, 7:13 left in the third. Otero in the slot. Smith goes out wide to the bottom of your screen. Walk slings it out to Smith. Smith trying to bounce it to the outside. Smith is going to get inside the 30. Flags are down. There may also be a face mask here as Smith picks up a Harry's. You pull it. Cougar first down depending on the flag.
Look like, and you're going to watch this closely, as Smith with a nice move. And right there you see the face mask. Smith doing a great job one-on-one. Once you throw to the corner, that's what it's all about. Taking advantage of that one-on-one, and Smith did there.
Personal foul, face mask, Crestwood. First down.
So the ball will be moved all the way inside the 15 to the 12. 1st and 10 Cougars. They're in the Grand Central red zone.
Down to the 12-yard line. Cougars put it in play. 1st and 10, the Crestwood 12.
Toss to Otero. Cuts it back. Leans forward. Does all he can to get about a yard on the play. Blass and Schmoody on the tackle.
Otero for a short gain on the play.
Crestwood had a defender up the field, caused Otero to take a little hesitation step, then tried to get back up the field, but picked up maybe a yard or two. Hazleton area doesn't have to be in any hurry. Clock definitely in their favor. 6:25 left, third quarter, up by 28. Nice situation to be in.
Smith and LaRock to the bottom of your screen. Otero out wide to the top of your screen. Woke a little jump pass to Strassner, and Strassner gets down to the 5, and it's going to bring up a third down at about 3.
To Will Strassner.
Tell you what, we haven't seen a lot of them using the tight end, them being Hazleton area. Coach Brennan decided to open the playbook up. It's been long enough. We should know the system. Let's open it up. Forcing a 3rd and about 3 here.
And this is Kinney. And Kinney got stood up, dropped for about a loss on the play. Grigas read it well and made the tackle. Gonna bring up a 4th down and about 2.
Yeah, Grigas made a nice play defensively. 4th and 2. I don't think they're going to kick a field goal, to be honest with you. I think Coach Brennan's going to look to go for the first or the touchdown, and there's not a lot of difference between the two.
Handoff is to Otero. He pulls his way straight up the middle, still on his feet. And they're going to mark him shy of the goal line, but he picks up a Harry's. You pull it. Cougar first down.
Yeah, again, they were off that left side. Marola, Wilkinson, Puchik doing a good job coming off the ball, and Otero hits that offensive line, defensive line going full speed. Picks up the first.
Otero gets the handoff. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Rushing touchdown number 7 on the year for Adrian Otero.
Adrian Otero at the line of scrimmage, makes the push. There you see it. You see Marola again, good block down. And that opened up a little crease. Cougars are, I'll tell you what, it might be a little early, but I was a playoff team coming in playing them. I'd be a little concerned as Barrientos knocks it through.
4:37 left in the third. Cougars lead it 38-3.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Mike Stower coal and oil fuel delivery with automatic delivery and budget plans available. 24-hour furnace service. Discount pricing for businesses and restaurants. Call him for a quote. Also, propane is now available with a portion of the annual proceeds going to the Cancer Foundation for breast cancer awareness. Accepting major credit cards. Call 570-636-0503. StowerCoalAndOil.com.
Welcome back to Harmon Guy Stadium. Cougars add to their lead, leading 38-3.
Marty, Hazleton's last drive. Otero 1-yard run. Barrientos kick, 12 plays, 70 yards. Otero 5 runs for 33 yards, 5 rushes.
Squibbing kick off of one of the Crestwood upmen. Taken by Klusewitz. He'll get across the 25 to the 26. High school football on WYLN is brought to you by Harry's Sporting Goods, located at 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Stop by and check out their all-new fall and winter inventory. They also carry a wide selection of brand sneakers. Full-service sports store open 6 days a week. Their number 570-752-5212. Harry's Sporting Goods in Berwick.
That was actually Dallas Sullivan.
Let's head down to the field and Eric DiBerardinis.
Guys, the first couple weeks of the season when Hazleton was losing and losing big, there was still one voice that resonated above all others, well, besides the coaches, and that was number 47, Ethan Tebow. And he just is the most boisterous person on the sidelines, pumping up his team even when they were down big. And then mid-season came, Dakota Egner, Carson Kinney suffered injuries on that defensive line. Tebow went in, but he maintained that loud personality. He's kept it up tonight on Adrian Otero's big run on that last drive. He was the first person over on the sidelines, gives Otero a big smack to the chest, always loud and now making plays on the field. Ethan Tebow, just a sophomore, but one of the leaders of this team. Back up to the booth.
While we were down for Eric's report, Blast picked up a Harry's You Pull It first down, and they'll get another Harry's You Pull It first down on the run by Grigas. But
we're
go ahead, Joe.
We're not stopping the clock, Marty. We're in the mercy rules, 38-3, 35 points. So Crestwood trying to hurry.
Never thought we'd be at that point tonight coming here tonight.
I don't think any of us did. We were talking about beforehand, Jim Burns and I, and we expected a decent ball game. And for Hazleton area, it has been a decent game. They've played very well.
This is a toss play. Big hit by Otero. Late flag has been thrown as well. Grigas brought down for a loss.
I think what you're going to see here, if we get another look at this, is going to be a personal foul. Here you see it. Right there. Unless I'm badly mistaken. No, we got a hold. I thought maybe Otero coming over looked like a little bit of an upper body shot. You don't see a lot of that in high school, but it was a hold. Again, Crestwood hurting themselves with a penalty.
And then to get back to Eric's point, we talked so much about the offensive weapons and what Coach Brennan has coming back. You know, a couple players that had to step in due to injury that Eric mentioned. not only Ethan Tebow, but Austin Andruzzi, a couple of sophomores that have really stepped up at the linebacker position and have played well for the Cougars in the second half of this season.
You know, Eric was talking about a person with being a raw. You need that on the sideline. One or two guys who are always doing a great job of keeping everyone in the ball game.
Grigas once again with the carry.
Grigas again on the carry, and Coach Myers not necessarily putting up the white flag, if you will, but I think also realizes no reason to give Lance Blass any more punishment tonight, as he's gone to Grigas here on the last couple carries offensively. Have Blass ready for their playoff game next week.
Exactly, Marty. You start thinking ahead here. You got a game next week. I mean, obviously, it's next week. You lose and go home if you lose. So now work on different things, but don't. And again, you're right. It's a tough line to hold, but if he's done well rushing, no sense overworking him at this point.
Richards to pass. He's being pressured. He's going to tuck it and run, and he'll step out of bounds out across the 35 to the 36.
I'll tell you what Hazleton area has done a very good job of tonight is rushing the passer. And now, you know, that's a combination. That's interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but that's not something they do a lot of. They used to do a lot of. Tonight they're doing it, so their line may not be as pass block oriented. And Hazleton is putting pressure on Richards. Crestwood will punt it away, Marty.
Richards' first punt. Local call for the fair catch at the 32. That's where the Cougars take over. 55.9 seconds left in the third, leading 38-3. Best wishes for a healthy winning season from everyone at Blue Ridge Polaris. To all teams, for your Polaris off-road needs, contact Blue Ridge Polaris at 570-868-3402 or stop by our showroom and service department in Dorrance. Mentioned Crestwood, they have a chance to be either a 7 or an 8 seed. Possible opponents be North Pocono or Wyoming area. The way it looks, Hazleton area, they could have a slight chance where they move up to a 3. Looks like they'll stay at a 4. Williamsport, if the score stays the same, would clinch the 1, so it'll be a rematch of Hazleton area and Williamsport. But this Hazleton area team is much different than the team the Millionaires faced in week number 3.
Much different.
Coming in at quarterback now is Matt Fisher. This will be a toss play to Caleb Yonner. And Blass is in on defense. And Schmoody bring him down for no gain as the clock continues to run. And we just want to remind everybody to stay tuned to WYLN for possible playoff broadcasts that we may have here on WYLN. As the clock approaches 0, we're through 3. The score, Hazleton area 38, Crestwood 3. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Game of the week on WYLN.
Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center in the quiet town of Weatherly, Pennsylvania. The rehab center offers the highest level of personalized care for your therapy experience. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secure dementia unit in our facility. Weatherwood also offers Medicare-certified home health care services within the community, including therapies, skilled nursing, and certified nursing assistants. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by for a tour. 570-427-8683.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Start of the fourth quarter from Harmon Geist Stadium. Cougars in front 38-3, looking for their third victory in a row and have big momentum heading into the playoffs next weekend. Fisher in at quarterback, and he gives to Carson Kinney. And Kinney out across the 40. They'll mark him down at about the 42. That should be enough for a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
And we have some new players up front, although Marola's still there, along with Brunza. I'll tell you, that group has really done a nice job. You talk about a group coming together. That offensive line, senior, junior, sophomore, senior, junior, junior. So we have 2 seniors in that group.
And again, Kinney. This time the Comets stack him up, led by Grigas. Kinney got maybe a yard on the play. Stop by Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service, 697 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop, or visit our website for inventory of quality used cars and tire and service specials. We service what we sell at Steinbrenner Auto Sales and Service, 697 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop.
Coach Brennan looking at the play clock at 14. He sends Fisher in to run the play.
Fake the toss, give to Kinney. Kinney cuts it back in the middle, and Kinney is in the Comet territory, and he is brought down inside the 45 to the 44. Good for another Harry's You Pull It. Cougar first down.
Here you see the play. Kinney going right, then makes the cut left.
And the cruiser was in on attack for Crestwood on the play.
Hard running to get it up the field. 5'11", he's 200 pounds. One of the seniors on this team.
And this will be Caleb Yonner. Yonner with a nice hard run inside the 40 to the 36, a gain of 8.
I'm impressed, Marty. I'll tell you, as I said before, you see Yonner go to the left side. There you see again Marola. Again, Brunza making great blocks. Impressed with how they continue to play hard, even though they're up by four scores, basically. They are continuing to get off the ball. So I think Coach Brennan can feel pretty good about where they are right now. Not only in this game, but I'm talking about the program itself.
Fumble, still loose, and it looks like the Comets have recovered.
Something that happens. Fisher, young quarterback, comes into the ball game. Only a freshman, but I'll tell you what, if you can give your freshman reps because you're ahead by 35 at the end of the season, you're pretty good shape.
Grosick on the recovery. An update from Berwick, fourth quarter action. Williamsport looks like they're on their way to a showdown with Hazleton area, leading the Bulldogs 49-16.
Very explosive. We saw them earlier in the year, if I remember right, against, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Wyoming Valley West against Hazleton area. My mistake. Heard a lot about Williamsport and their explosiveness, but it'll be interesting to see the matchup. As you said, entirely different Hazleton area teams.
Rother picked up 3 on the play. Want to remind you, coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Motors player of the game. Down to the sidelines, and Eric DeBerardinis.
Guys, talking about those playoff races, it seems like Williamsport is going to get it, and Scranton cruising past Wallenpaupack right now. So it will be Hazleton versus Williamsport. And then in the 4A bracket, Crestwood, you mentioned, they are in, but there's a fight for that 8 seed, and it consists of Pittston, Tunkhannock, and believe it or not, the team we saw last week in Dallas. Dallas, at last check, they were up 15-0 in the old shoe game against Lake Lehman, but are tied 15-15 right now. Pittston is falling to Wyoming area big. Tunkhannock is the key game to watch. They're tied with Northwest at 35 apiece right now in the fourth quarter. If Tunkhannock wins, they're in. But if Dallas beats Lake Lehman and Tunkhannock loses, Dallas sneaks into the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. That's how it's shaping up in 4A. Back up to you guys.
Hand off to the first man through to get a Harry's You Pull It first down for the Comets. I believe that was, and it was Black, Ryan Black, the junior, on the carry. Yeah, a lot of things to be decided yet this weekend, as Eric had mentioned, but the prize you get is a matchup with either North Pocono or Wyoming area, two teams that have played very well this year. North Pocono very well in that Lackawanna League, as Rother here on the carry. Stiff arms one, flags are down as we're going to get a face mask. Frank Ator on the play for Hazleton area.
Yeah, a lot of grabbing there, and somebody grabbed the face mask against Hazleton. So Crestwood will advance the ball via penalty, as we're looking at 6:46 left in the ball game.
Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. So as we mentioned, it looks like Hazleton area will be going to Williamsport next weekend. Crestwood could be going to either North Pocono or Wyoming area. As far as our coverage, stay tuned to WYLN for possible playoff broadcasts here on WYLN. Can't believe it's week number 10 and a fumble on the play. Rother had it knocked out immediately. Now a battle for the football.
The Hazleton players are signaling that the Cougars recovered.
And the officials agree. Zach Petrosky, the senior, with the fumble recovery on senior night. Cougars get it at their own 34, 1st and 10. Crestwood Pharmacy is located at 10 South Mountain Boulevard. They're your one-stop shop for all your health and prescription needs. Pillbox services available, professional and friendly service. Flu shots are available and walk-ins are welcome. Open 7 days a week. Give them a call, 570-474-5859, or stop in today at Crestwood Pharmacy, 10 South Mountain Boulevard in Mountaintop. Fisher remains in at quarterback. Gives off to Carlix Hill, and Hill is going to be pushed back for a loss of about a yard. Joe, we don't know what the future holds as far as playoffs and our participation, but if this is our last broadcast of the season, it, as it always does, goes quickly. Got to thank first and foremost the outstanding production crew. As I mentioned so often, when you put on WYLN and the game comes up, our production crew's been at work for hours before. They'll be here after everybody's gone, tearing down. They do a great job, not only in-game, but before and after game, and they're the best in the business, and got to say thank you to them.
I'll tell you what, the replay shots that we get are very, very good, and I agree with you, Marty. Production crew has done a great job. Cameramen have done a great job, and again, we start with game 1. All of a sudden, it's game 10.
Game 10. Jeff Santalini on that carry picked up 2 to the 35. 3rd down and 9 coming up, and you got to thank the guy next to me, Jim Burns, doing a great job on the stats, taking care of us. And Coach, it's definitely been another great season. You definitely make our broadcasts with your outstanding football knowledge, as this passes out to Jordan Bercia. And Bercia is very close to a 1st down and appears to have a Harry's You Pull It Cougar 1st down.
Getting the ball on the corner. So some of the younger players in the program, little success here as Bercia gets the ball up the field. Marty, am I going to get fired? That's the second compliment you gave me tonight. I'm getting a little nervous.
Listen, we're not giving you the Brian Kelly vote of confidence. I'm telling you that, my friend.
Oh, that's just what I want. The Brian Kelly vote of confidence. He didn't want it. He said, I don't know why he gave it to me. I guess he didn't look the 2-5 record.
And again, this time to this near sideline. Bercia again has a first down and more, and he is brought down at the Comet 40-yard line, making the tackle for the Comets, Eric Bittinger.
Bercia, senior, turned the corner again and picks up nice yardage as the clock ticks down.
And I've got to give one last bit of thanks to our sales staff. Did a great job this year with getting the advertising for our football broadcast for this 10-game regular season. And we please remind you that if the need ever arises for one of our various sponsors that you need what they have available, please definitely look up our sponsors and give them the business, because they've done a nice job of supporting WILN sports this season, because without our sponsors, we will not be able to bring you live high school football here on WILN.
And I'll tell you what, in the area, it's we've done some games that have been very good. Teams play their hearts out, and it's great to see high school football and WILN being part of it.
And just want to remind you that with the regular season coverage being done, we will not be done with Sports Talk. We'll start Wednesday night at 7. Get Coach Brennan's thoughts on tonight's game and his playoff matchup. So tune in this week, Wednesday night at 7 for Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football, and get to hear Coach Mike Brennan. And, you know, once again, it was a tough start for Coach Brennan. Got to give him a lot of credit. Came week after week, faced the cameras, if you will, answered the questions. He's getting some momentum. His team's getting confidence now heading into playoffs. But Coach Brennan, a class act, and across the way also, Greg Myers, also a class act at Crestwood.
Both of them class acts. Coach Brennan, as you mentioned, and I said this before, has always been a person who will answer your question. Faith in his program. Both coaches have faith in their program. As we run down to close to a minute, as you see,
Carlix Hill with a run to the 28 for another Harry Jupulit Cougar first down.
Hill Jr. got on the corner, turned up the field. I think Coach Brennan might be in a good mood Wednesday. I'm just guessing at that, though.
But I don't know if we could ask him if he's totally happy. Just like our old friend.
Yeah.
Under a minute remaining. 2-yard loss brings it back to the 30. Both teams good, best of luck heading into the playoffs. And get a look at David Smith, our Fairway Motors player of the game, one of our hardest choices of the season. Smith, 7 catches, 108 yards and a touchdown. Had the big interception return from 50 yards out. Returned that for a touchdown. We had a definitely tough choice. We went with David Smith tonight, our Fairway Motors player of the game. But also want to give credit to quarterback Sparky Wilk.
I'll tell you what, Sparky Wilk has done a great job of running the offense, managing the offense. And as we wind down, Cougars with a 35-point victory. Look forward to next weekend, playoffs. Both teams looking forward to those.
Wolk finished 9 of 12, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cougars end the year on a 3-game winning streak. Look to be heading to Williamsport for district sub-regional matchup next weekend against the Millionaires. Crestwood, other action will determine who they'll play. Odds are it's either against Wyoming area or North Pocono. And I want to wish Coach Myers at Crestwood best of luck, and as well to Coach Brennan of the Hazleton area Cougars. Cougars finished with 331 yards of total offense, 189 yards on the ground, 142 through the air. Eric DeBardinas at the very far end of the stadium has tracked down winning head coach Mike Brennan.
Coach, It's been a while since Hazleton has beaten Crestwood. You get your first win as a head coach over the Comets to win by that margin, 38-3. What does it mean to this team, especially on senior night, week 10 of the season?
It's exciting for our kids. Our kids work extremely hard. You know, it was a rough go early on, but, you know, it's a rivalry. I have a lot of respect for Coach Myers. He does a great job. And, you know, to be able to come here tonight in a game that, you know, was probably an even game, and for us to play as well as we did, make as many plays as we did, I'm really happy for our kids.
How much has this program and how much can a program grow in just 3 weeks? Coaches like to break the season down into quarters or halves. For you, the last 3 weeks of the season, how much has this program grown?
Well, it's so important because we survived a very tough stretch. You know, you only, you know, some of your best days are after some really dark days. And we had some dark days this year, you know, emotionally for our kids, physically, you know, we fought back, and we fought back. So even more about the wins and losses right now, it's the fact our kids fought out of it. And, you know, we're going to Williamsport next week, and we're going to Williamsport, and we're going to instill in them this week that, you know, we think we have a chance to win a football game. Nobody else will, but we're improving. And our young kids, this week of practice in this game, or assuming it's a Williamsport, is just what we need to continue to make progress and see how far we've come.
Williamsport with a big victory over Berwick tonight, so it's going to be Williamsport. It's been a long time since September 9th. What gives you that confidence that you feel like you can compete with the Millionaires, who are putting up points and doing it on both sides of the ball, a very talented team?
I mean, scheme-wise, we're different defensively than we were then. We're a lot more mature as a football team as we were then. We're a lot more experienced. Our young guys have grown. We were 7-7 at the 3:42 mark in the second quarter, you know, and so we're going to have belief that we can do it. You know, it'll obviously be a tall order. We'll enjoy this for tonight, get to work this weekend, and again, you know, we're going to go see how far our kids have come.
Coach, I'll let you go celebrate. Congrats on the win, and thank you for the whole season. Guys, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks a lot, Eric. And the final from Berwick, as Eric mentioned, Williamsport 56, the Bulldogs 23, Millionaires Cougars. We'll butt heads next weekend. We're going to take a break and be back to wrap it up. Hazleton area winners of 3-0 to wrap up the regular season.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
When I'm elected, things will change, but I promise you one thing, no one will beat a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one!
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
I don't care what my opponent said. I knew for a very long time that no one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. Two great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 25 minutes from Frackville, 26 minutes from Jim Thorpe, 28 minutes from Tamaqua, 20 minutes from Shavertown, and 28 minutes from Clark Summit. Barber Ford in Exeter and Hazleton. Online at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
How does this work?
Just set your baseline goal resistance, interval durations, pulmonary range, caloric burn, and incline variance.
Tired of everything being so difficult?
How do I slow it down?
At Service Electric Cablevision, we make things easy, like our whole home 6-tuner DVR. Record up to 6 shows at once. Build your own custom library of movies and shows to watch whenever you want on any TV in your home. Get the whole home 6-tuner DVR free for 2 months.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guys Stadium, the regular season finale of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, and it goes in favor of the Cougars 38-3. Joey mentioned it at the top of tonight's broadcast. You figured maybe stat-wise Otero and Blast would cancel each other out. The one player that may have been the difference that we thought was Sparky Wolken. He was 9 of 12, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of those going to David Smith. He was our Fairway Motors player of the game, 7 receptions, 108 yards, and then he went from defense to offense, returning an interception, 50 yards for a touchdown.
Exactly right, Marty. And I think Coach made a couple of very, very astute observations. I mean, obviously he knows his team. Number one, they're not the same team they were 7-8 weeks ago. So I think, and the way Wolk has passed the ball around, he's spreading it out, targeted Smith and did a great job with it. Smith had 9 catches, I believe you said, and probably 11 or 12 targets, so that's a great percentage. I can relate to where he is. He talked about dark days, and then, except I had dark days the first 2 years, but when I saw the light, it was a tractor trailer. But you know what? I said all along, I respect Coach Brennan. I think he can do a great job, and I think he's brought him to the next level, and he's going to work real hard to get it further.
And we're not going to come out and say that Crestwood and Hazleton area are going to get upset wins on the road next week. But remember Crestwood against Hanover area? Lance Blash shows he can put a team on his back and carry them to a victory. Crestwood is much dangerous than maybe that 38-3 score. And for Hazleton area, we can't emphasize it enough. They are a much different team than they were in week number 3. I think they're much more dangerous than they were back in week number 3. They may not come away with the upset victory of Williamsport, but I think they may make things a little bit harder for the Millionaires than maybe in week number 3.
I think what I told you before, Coach Brennan can go in there, no holds barred. Let's just go and play the game. What he doesn't want to do is get caught one-on-one with Williamsport's skilled people. Maybe put some pressure on. They've changed some things defensively. Let's see what happens.
Okay, we are going to be saying goodnight if we do not come back with playoff action. This is our last football broadcast of the year. Stay tuned in the winter for our winter schedule. That'll be coming up in the winter season. But you're going to be seeing a lot of the names of the people of our production crew that have done a lot of the hard work, led by our director, Barry Jayas. Thank you so much to the best production team that you'll find anywhere. They do a great job before, during, and after the game. Can't ask for a better crew than what we have here at WYLN. Thank you to Jim Burns for some great stats. Thank you all season to Eric DeBaradinis and John Eric Poli on the sidelines. Thank you to the best analyst on television, Joe DeMelfi. I'm Marty Burns saying so long. The final score: Hazleton area 38, Crestwood 3. This has been the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Good night from Hazleton.